What's the difference between ID tokens and access tokens? Both are issued by an authorization server in OpenID Connect and OAuth 2 flows, respectively. Let's start with authentication. When a user successfully logs in, the authorization server can issue an ID token to the client app. ID tokens are JSON web tokens, which are cryptographically signed to prevent tampering. The client validates the signature and verifies the token's JSON data claims, like confirming it was issued by the right authorization server, is intended for this client, and isn't expired. Authentication proves the user is who they say they are, and ID tokens are authentication artifacts containing profile claims like name, email, picture, and so on. Once the ID token is validated, the user info can be safely used in your app. On the other hand, access tokens are opaque to the client. The only action the client should take with an access token is to attach it to requests, either to authorize access to API resources or get info from the authorization server. Unlike ID tokens, access tokens don't need to be JSON web tokens, but many providers use JOTs since the format enables local validation. Alternatively, the API can send the access token to the authorization server's introspection endpoint for validation and token data. This is necessary if the access token is not a JSON web token, or is opaque to the resource server. Both approaches return information necessary to authorize resource access. Say this API lets users manage their calendars. Scopes tell the API what an app can do on the user's behalf, like write calendar events. The API must also ensure the token user can only access their own calendar. Finally, the client can use an access token to authorize a request to the authorization server's user info endpoint to validate the token and fetch the user's current profile data. This requires a network request, but can provide dynamic or timely info because the ID token only contains data from the specific moment authentication took place.